Hey everybody, Lycan Blades here, and I am wearing the same clothes as the last video, yes. As I said in the last video, this is right after recording the Nemesis video. So this is just back-to-back recording because I have both of these. They came at different times, but weather wouldn't let me record their unboxings, so I'm sorry about no unboxing. Maybe in the future I'll get another product for unboxing, but we will see what happens. Depends on if I get any good deals. But this is another NRB product. From my understanding, it is the first product he released for sale. This is an NRB Trapcode. It is originally number 70 from his product line, but this one is special. This one is, I believe, a 1 of 2 or 1 of 4. Psycho does not remember, and I cannot get a hold of NRB because he works at MachineWise and doesn't check his Instagram. So yeah, that's a thing. But this is not just any Trapcode. This is a Damascus rebladed Trapcode. It is grade 5 titanium sandwich handles, hidden Zens. Thank you, NRB, for downgrading 2 Zen pin screws. This was before the NRB Nemesis V1. The Nemesis V1 was actually meant to be like the successor to the Trapcode, so it has some of the same design elements. But boy, did he downgrade. I love this thing. These are supposed to come with both aluminum and titanium spacers. I only have one set of spacers, and I can't be 100% honest and tell you these are the tie spacers, but I believe they are the tie spacers. Oh, no. Oh, man. This is high carbon steel Damascus, so it will rust if it is exposed for too long to humidity, so I'm trying not to drop it. But back to what I was saying. I talked to Psycho. He does not remember exactly how many of these he made. He remembers making either 2 or 4 of them. So again, this is either a 1 of 2 or a 1 of 4. It is a rare product. It was made before I joined the community. Like, this thing is from probably, let's see, MachineWise Delta 5T, or sorry, just 5T days, since there was no Delta in that name apparently. So it is short. It is pretty short, but I do love it. The issue with it, god damn it. The issue with it, however, is NRB supplied the Damascus, so it is not amazing. In Psycho's exact word, when I talked to him about it, is NRB used doo-doo Damascus, which I agree, he did. This Damascus has a fucking delamination on it. I don't know if you could see this, but if you look at it, it looks like it's been dropped on concrete and tipped. That's not being dropped on concrete. That is a layer of the Damascus being peeled off of the core and folding in on itself. The forge welding process on this billet Damascus was not done properly. The steel was likely not cleaned the way it was supposed to, which caused the forge welding process to not take. So this piece of Damascus steel is not forged into one piece. It is 2 pieces now. For those of you who do not know, Damascus steel is made by using multiple steels in layers or in a canister, which can be done with basically anything high carbon. I'm not talking about stainless Damascus. I'm not positive on how that process works, but to my understanding, that's all powder steels put together. But high carbon you use usually 2 different steels and you stack them, you weld them together so that they hold, and you put them in a forge. Once they are hot enough, you will press them together with a very strong hydraulic press that fuses the steel together into one solid piece. It is a very difficult process, and it can be very easily messed up if you do not clean the steel properly, which is what I'm thinking happened here. So this steel has that issue with the tip. It is unsharpened, but it is still pointy. I'm going to possibly have Psycho fix it if he can. And if he can't, maybe I'll try and get a new one made. Or I'll just say fuck it and leave it the way it is. But I do have the original blade for this, which it is smaller than this, and it is black. I will eventually have it tuned by Kareem one of these days. And here, for comparison, I think the Chab is normal sized. This is my Chab. It is currently having some issues. It swings perfectly most of the time, but randomly, every now and then, the safe handle will just start binding up, and I'll have to take it apart, redo everything. But for a size comparison, no, apparently the Chab's the same size. I'm wrong. Okay, for better comparison, since I don't have one out here with me, this is ever so slightly shorter than a Kraken in the handle length. So there you go. There's that. But it is titanium handles, like I said. I believe titanium spacers, which, if you could see it, I'll move into the shade and show it again here in a second. These are floating spacers. I have not taken it apart to see exactly how that works, but it is pretty cool. I've always enjoyed the idea of floating spacers, but I've never had a knife that actually had them. So, yeah. Okay, I am now in the shade. I can see the screen above my face. If you could see that, you should be able to. There's a space between the spacers, which means they are floating. It has a decent amount of play, but the bite handle sticks a little bit. Nowhere near as bad as the Chab right now, which I need to go take it apart and figure out what the hell the issue is. This thing is awesome. It is on bushings. Just like the Nemesis V1, there's no special sound for it. I will do a sound test for it anyway. But to answer the question that a lot of people are probably thinking, if you're even watching this, is this my favorite when it comes to flipping? No, it is not. This ranks just below my magnet. Maybe it'll move up once the blade is fixed, which will require material removal, so it will become more handle biased, which I'm not too happy about because I like the handle bias it has right now. But we will see what happens in the coming future. I will hand this off to Psycho at Blade Show, Texas. I really cannot giraffe. I will hand it off to him at Blade Show, Texas, which he will then take a look at it. If he can fix it, he will probably take it with him back to his shop, wherever that is, and fix it. I will then have him send it directly to Kareem afterwards, so Kareem can mess around with it and tune it for me, along with a bunch of my other knives. So we will see what the future holds for this thing. I do enjoy it. It is not my favorite whatsoever, but it has found its way into my pocket a lot. Despite it not being useful as a knife, it's just fun and unique. And those of you who know me and my preference, if it's rare, I want it. Like if it's limited like this is, or like my Talisong is, I want it. That's just the way I am. I like rarities. I like things that are very limited in numbers, things that you can't easily find. Like, I did not know the Trapcode existed until this was offered to me for my Corvus, which, yes, I probably took a loss in value, but I gained in rarity, and this is something I'll actually flip more often. And considering I didn't know that the Trapcode itself existed, I damn sure did not know the Damascus Reblades existed. So, that is the NRB Damascus Rebladed Trapcode. And since I've been out here the whole time, same day, NRB Trapcode, NRB fucking Nemesis V1. Size difference, they're about the same size. The only main difference is in design of the hole pattern and the blade shape, and the fact that the Nemesis is channel. They are very different in their own ways. I cannot do doubles, so I will not be doing that today, but they are meant to, this was meant to replace this. Did NRB do a good job at doing so? Fuck, I can't even flip left-handed. Yes, he did a great job at making this replace this. But, if I'm being honest, I prefer this because it has that more old-fashioned flipping style, which is what I use when I'm flipping. I'm not a competitive flipper. I will go to competitions, but I'm a more old school type of flipper. I don't do all the tech and all that other stuff. My style is more simplified. It's more for fun and feeling how a knife actually functions. That's what I am. But I do want to get better, so maybe in the future I'll learn how to actually giraffe properly. But yeah, NRB Nemesis V1 and the NRB Trapcode Rebladed. I hope you enjoyed. I will work on the sound test video for both of these in the future. Peace out.